Let's be real, a lot of the hair advice online wasn't made for us. It wasn't made for coils, shrinkage, waves, braids, locks, durags, lineups, sweat, product buildup, and the way our scalp actually behaves. So you end up following generic advice, and then you're confused when your hair still feels dry, your scalp's still itchy, your edges are thinning, or your hairline's slowly moving back like it's trying to leave the group chat. And the scary part is, hair loss doesn't always start with a bald spot. Sometimes it starts with flakes, sometimes it starts with tight styles, sometimes it starts with breakage, sometimes it's genetics, and sometimes it's your scalp basically screaming for help. But you keep putting oil on top of the problem and calling it a routine. So today I'm giving you a simple blueprint for black men's hair growth and hairline protection. No 19-step routine, no miracle oil promises, just the right product for the right problem. First, understand this. Black hair isn't weak, but it is easier to dry out and break. Because our hair grows in curls and coils, the natural oil from the scalp doesn't travel down the strand as easily. So your scalp can be oily, but your hair can still feel dry. That's why you can't treat your hair like it's generic. When black men deal with hair loss, it usually comes down to three things. The first is male pattern baldness. That's the genetic one where DHT slowly shrinks the follicle, and over time, the hair gets thinner, weaker, and harder to grow back. The second is traction alopecia. That's hair loss from pulling. Tight braids, tight lock styles, tight ponytails, tight durags. Anything that keeps stressing the same area over and over. And the third is scalp inflammation. If your scalp's always itchy, flaky, tender, bumpy, or irritated, that's not just annoying. That's a bad environment for growth. So before you buy 5 random products, ask yourself this: is my scalp actually healthy, or am I just covering up the problem? Here's where I'd start. First, reset the scalp. If your scalp's flaky, itchy, crusty, or you've got product buildup sitting at the root, I'd start with Neutrogena T/Sal. This is the shampoo I'd recommend for this routine, because it's not just a random shampoo that smells good. It's a salicylic acid scalp shampoo. So it makes sense when the real issue is buildup, flakes, and an irritated scalp. Think of it like cleaning the soil before you expect anything to grow. If your scalp's clogged and irritated, piling more oil on top isn't fixing the problem, it's just covering it up. So if you're serious about getting your scalp clean and giving your hair a better environment to grow from, grab the Neutrogena T/Sal. I left a link to it down in the description so you don't have to guess which one I'm talking about. But here's the part a lot of guys mess up. Don't use a scalp shampoo and then leave your hair dry afterward. You fixed one problem, but now your coils need moisture. That's where meal pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner comes in. After you rinse, work it through damp hair, especially the ends and the dry spots. The T/Sal handles the scalp, but the miel leave-in brings softness, moisture, and slip back to the hair so it doesn't feel rough afterward. That combo makes sense because you're not just cleaning your scalp, you're protecting the hair that's already growing out of it. So if your hair always feels dry after wash day, grab the meal pomegranate and honey leave-in too. I put that link in the description because this is what keeps the routine from turning your hair into a Brillo pad. Next, use oil the right way. A lot of guys here oil your scalp and take that personally. Now their pillowcase is fighting for its life. You don't need all that. For dryness between wash days, use a lightweight amount of meal rosemary mint light scalp and hair strengthening oil. A few drops is enough. Put it where your scalp feels dry, massage it in, and leave it alone. Don't drown your scalp. Don't use oil to hide flakes. And don't think oil is going to magically reverse genetic hair loss. This is for scalp comfort, dryness, and helping your hair stay moisturized so it doesn't keep snapping off. So if your scalp gets dry between washes, grab the meal rosemary mint light oil from the description. It's not there to replace the shampoo or minoxidil. It's there to keep your scalp and hair from feeling dry in between wash days. Now, if your hairline's actually creeping back, that's a different conversation. If your corners are moving year after year, or your crown's getting lighter, and the men in your family have the same pattern, oils and leave-ins probably aren't enough by themselves. That's where Rogaine 5% minoxidil foam comes in. Minoxidil is for actual thinning, not just dry hair. But you've got to be consistent. This isn't something you use twice and then say, it didn't work. You need to give it time. And if you're not sure whether it's balding, breakage, traction, or inflammation, talk to a dermatologist or licensed provider. So if you're serious about fighting real thinning instead of just hoping it fixes itself, check out the Rogaine 5% minoxidil foam linked below. Don't wait until you're trying to rescue 3 hairs and a memory. Start while you still have something to work with. Now let's talk about the easiest fix in the whole video. Stop breaking your hair after the shower. A lot of guys wash their hair, grab a regular towel, and start rubbing like they're trying to erase a crime scene. Stop doing that. Wet hair is fragile. Coily hair is already prone to breakage. So when you scrub it with a rough towel, you're snapping off the growth you're trying to keep. Use a microfiber hair towel instead, or even a soft cotton t-shirt. That one small change can help you keep more of the growth you already have. Grab the microfiber towel in the description. It's one of the cheapest upgrades in this routine, but it makes sense because it helps stop unnecessary breakage every single wash day. So here's the routine. Use Neutrogena tea/sal to reset a bad scalp. Use Miel pomegranate and honey leave-in to bring moisture back. Use Miel rosemary mint light oil between wash days when your scalp feels dry. Use Rogaine 5% minoxidil foam if you're dealing with real thinning. And use a microfiber towel so you're not breaking your hair every time you shower. You don't need a complicated routine. You need the right product for the right problem. Flakes, dryness, breakage, traction, and balding aren't all the same thing, so stop treating them like they are. If you're serious about keeping your scalp clean, keeping your hair moisturized, and protecting the growth you already have, I left the full product lineup in the description. Start with the product that matches your biggest problem first, and build from there. Stick with this routine and you'll start taking meaningful action to reduce hair loss and encourage stronger, healthier hair growth. Trust me, if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you super enjoyed it, leave a super thanks. It's like leaving a little tip, and it directly helps out the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can continue to see our videos and get your weekly dose of betterness. And remember, with every one of our videos you watch, you take one step closer to becoming an even better version of yourself. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay smooth like butter.